Hi, I'm going to talk today about War, which is the second oldest song on my debut album, which is soon to be released, the 7th of July this year at 7. So that's 7th of July, 7. And so this is the second oldest song on the album. The oldest song on the album is all about love. And this song is all about fear. And I didn't actually realise this until I started reflecting on the songs that I wanted to include in the album. It was actually only the other day, that I realised that my two oldest songs were Love and then Fear, which is so fitting because love and fear are pretty much, I think, what begins the journey for most of us in terms of our decisions. Are we making a decision out of love, or are we making it out of fear? Do we want to move towards something, or do we want to move away from it? Well, that's not always as straightforward as that, is it? But anyway, yes. So Love Soup was the oldest, and this one is called War. And I wrote this probably about 2005, when I had been working as a professional in the mental health world. I'd just finished my training, and I'd been at the most amazing community event where various groups were coming together. Various professionals who were leading various communities came together to resolve solutions together. There'd been budgetary cuts, and it was all about working out how to move forward and how they could bring their resources together more. And I remember being so inspired by this feeling of unity, and this feeling like anything was possible, that we could achieve anything together. And that's the reason why I'm talking about this one today. I'm starting off these series of video blogs about my music. I'm starting off with War, because for me, war is all about community. When you don't have a sense of community, perhaps that's when wars persist. And also, that's not strictly true, is it? I mean, anyway. But community, doing this Kickstarter with you now, this community, I feel really touched, and really, again, similar to the space when I wrote that song. I feel like anything is possible. I was quite scared about how this Kickstarter might go, and it's just turned into something that has become about connecting with people and reaching out to people and sharing my dream, and not feeling isolated with my dream. And again, working in mental health at the time when I wrote this song, it was very much about seeing people who were isolated, seeing people who didn't fit in with society, didn't want to comply to the norms, and actually were very isolated. And so seeing the response of that, the community feeling, is very powerful. It's almost like this Kickstarter for me is about the magic, finding the magic, and knowing that anything is possible, that we can achieve our dreams together. The song talks about the power of this magic. So we've got the ripple effect of a smile. If somebody smiles at you in the street, you might feel a bit lifted, and you might in turn smile at someone else. I know that's been my experience. When someone smiles at me or is warm towards me, it then helps me to be warm towards other people, and then it becomes like a ripple effect. So I often wondered if we had a day where everyone smiled at each other, would we? In fact, I think we should do this. What kind of impact would we see on the world? Would it give everyone a break, just enough to step out of conflict? And because I do struggle watching TV, I do struggle with the advertising, but that's another song entirely, advertising. But in particular, you see a lot of conflicts between people. You see them a lot on soap operas and on the news, where we have a lot of conflict. So how do we live in peace? How do we live in harmony? And this song is very much a reflection of that. And I think from a personal point of view, it's what can I do, and what I can do is step out of my fear, step out of my feeling of not being able to connect with people, and allow myself to connect with people, and allow myself to expand and share, just like this experience of Kickstarter. It's very much about creating a community and opening up your heart and sharing what you are proud of and allowing people to respond to that, which is terrifying. So I've really confronted my fears with this Kickstarter, and thank you so much. Really, thank you so much for all your positive feedback and well wishes and pledging and supporting. You are amazing.